Today's video is sponsored by RealLink. Hey guys, I'm Evan. Welcome to Country View Acres. So today's project is we are going to be building a loading ramp over at the pig pen, and so that it's easier to load pigs up into the trailer, and hopefully I've got enough material laying around that we can build it. So let's see what we can find. So I think this is like a 10-foot gate, and I think this will work for this project. I think I got some posts in here somewhere. Well, we got some 4-inch posts. So I got a total of 7 4-inch posts. Hopefully that's enough. So up here I got some 6x6 posts, but I don't know if you can tell, this one is so warped. Can you see how warped that one is? Luckily, I'm going to cut this into smaller pieces. It's like a rocking chair. Well, I decided that I wanted to have bigger fence posts, one to hang the gate from, and I wanted bigger fence posts to be able to back up the trailer against. So I ended up picking up some 6-inch posts. Now I'll go ahead, I'll get the auger put on the tractor, and we'll start getting these posts in the ground. Did we get deep enough this time? Close, about 3 feet deep. All right, it's the next day now. I got 5 posts in the ground last night, and I got 3 more in this morning. So they're all in the ground. So it's a little hard to probably picture, but this is the front where the trailer will back up to. And then inside of these 4 posts, this is where it's gonna ramp up to the trailer. And then we're gonna have like a long alley right here. And then the green gate, it's gonna go between this post and that post. It'll stay shut all the time until we want to load them, and then we'll open it up, and then they'll have access into here, and we can try to close them in behind here. There should be enough room in this alleyway for all 3 pigs to fit, and then up the ramp they go. And that makes it sound easy. And pigs are not easy, especially when loading them. The moment you try to push a pig, they just like dig in their heels and they get stubborn and they fight you. So hopefully we can get them used to going in the trailer, feed them in there, give them treats in there, and maybe trick them to get in the trailer instead of having to force them. But the next thing to do is we're gonna put hard side this with lumber. We're gonna put lumber on the side. I think I've got 2x6s, so we're gonna put 2x6s down, you know, each side of this on both sides, on the inside. And in case we do have to pressure the pigs or push the pigs in the trailer, we've got a nice firm fence that they won't be able to push through. Fourteen 2x6s, that's what I got to work with. I need a new blade pretty bad. So like I said earlier, today's video is brought to you by Reolink. I've been using Reolink security cameras for several years now, and I just installed the Reolink Floodlight Elite Wi-Fi camera up here on the barn. So you can easily replace an existing motion activated security light with the Reolink Floodlight Elite Wi-Fi camera. It has a dual lens 4K camera that has 180 degrees of view. That means it can see fully down each side of the camera, so no more blind spots. At night, the floodlights illuminate up to 40 feet away and can operate in 3 different modes: motion activated, dusk till dawn, or it can be turned on and off on a program schedule. The 4K camera has AI-powered detection, so it can distinguish between a human, a vehicle, or an animal. When motion is detected, it can activate a built-in siren or play a customizable message to further deter any intruder. You need to leave my property now. Once motion is activated, it can send a notification to your smartphone so that you have real-time alerts. So one of my favorite things about the Reolink cameras is that all of the video footage is stored locally, either on an SD card on the camera or on Reolink's home hub. And since all of the footage is locally, you don't have any monthly subscription fees to have to deal with. You can review all of the video footage on your smartphone using the Reolink app, and they have an AI video search to help you find the correct footage that you're looking for. For example, you could search gray car, and then the AI video search would come up with all of the footage containing a gray car, helping you find the correct footage faster. The camera communicates through your Wi-Fi network, and it has dual band Wi-Fi 6 connectivity for faster speeds and better streaming. Overall, this camera is packed full of features. It's be a huge improvement over your existing security light. So if you want to shine a light on your intruders before they get too close, check out the link below for the Reolink Floodlight Elite Wi-Fi camera. I've got the pig fence up across here. It's about 3 foot tall. And then over here we got the alleyway, and we got our fence about 5 feet tall here. Of course, this is going to ramp up toward the trailer. Now I just need to put boards from here across, but the problem is these are long. This is longer than 10 feet. Of course, that's longer than the boards I have. So that means I'll have to end up going to town to get 4 12-foot boards to be able to fit in here. So I tried my best to use all of the twisted and warped boards that were in here, since it is just a pig loading chute. And the problem I have is that we need to take the twist out. So as we look here, you can see this is twisted outward. So we're gonna have to clamp this together and then nail it. You can see that one's twisted a little bit. This one's twisted pretty far. That one is twisted fairly far. Oh, it's close. Oh, and it came back out. Dual clamps. No, you gotta stay. You got one that doesn't hold. Oh, and then that one did the same thing. That's the one that won't hold. How do you get a Bessie clamp that won't hold? That Bessie was supposed to be the best. Oh. Well, now I need to build up the end of this ramp, and that's where we're going to use the 6x6s in here. You're trying to tell me something, I just don't know what it is. Are you wanting scratched? Huh? She's very, very talkative today. This thing is awful. Luckily, I'm just going to use short pieces, so then you won't get that curve, because it sure looks like a banana right now. This thing's really warped. Oh, there goes camera. That's a good sharp bit right there. I got a piece of rebar, 3/4 inch rebar, just to help interlock all these together. So think of these 6x6s as like a retaining wall, and we're gonna fill this up with like dirt and gravel to be a ramp. And this is sticking up roughly about 17 inches high. And that should be high enough for the pigs to be able to walk into the trailer. All right, we got our gate hung. Well, I'm to the point now where I'm gonna have to run town and get those boards, because I want them in place before we start putting dirt and gravel in there to build up that ramp. All right, got the pig chute all built now. I just need to get a bucket on the tractor and then we'll bring out some dirt and we'll build up the ramp. All right, the pig loading chute is pretty much complete. We've got our ramp here. I don't know if you can see that though. We've got our gate right here. The only thing we got to do is we have a short section of fence here that we'll have to remove. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the livestock trailer, see if I can get it backed in here, get it right up against the chute. We'll park it here, and then we can remove that last section of fence. And then the trick will be to see if we can get the pigs to actually go in the trailer. Well, I think that turned out pretty good. The trailer backed right up to the loading chute here. It's basically the exact same height at the bottom. I went ahead and I put a wheel chock under the wheel there, so when the pigs do get inside, if they start bouncing around, they can't get the trailer to move away from the chute. All right, piece of fence is removed. So now with the gate opened up, you know, the pigs can have access to here, and then they can go up this ramp and they can go right inside of the trailer. So I'm gonna go ahead and get one of their feed troughs put in here. We'll get it full of feed and then we'll wait and just see what happens. So the only thing I don't like is this gate kind of swings out in the middle of nowhere when it's open. So I'm afraid they'll push on it, rub on it. So when we have it open like this for the pigs to go in and out of the trailer, I may just go ahead and take the gate off. And then the day we go to load them, I can put it back on if we need to use it to pin them in there. We'll go ahead, we'll let them in here, see what happens. They're curious. I was afraid they'd do that. I hope they don't dig up this ramp. Well, I'm waiting on them. I'll go ahead and grab a wrench. I'll get that gate taken off of there. Look out, pigs. It appears they're more interested in digging up the ground here at the bottom of the ramp. These things do take time, so I'm gonna go ahead and feed the cattle and do a few more chores, and we'll just kind of come back and see how this is. Well, you guys seem to think you get your own trough. It's like somebody ate an egg in here. All of them are covered in yolk. So's the ground. change that. So the other day, I said I was moving some lights around and some outlets and stuff like that. Well, my new light has come in. There it is right there. This is what I got on the ceiling right now. These are Hyperlight. They're high bay lighting. Some of the ones I have are 14,000 lumens and some are around 21,000 lumens. Super bright lights. And I just need to get a ladder out and see if I get this hung up. You can probably tell this corner of the garage is a little bit dark. There we go. Oh yeah. Don't realize how dark this corner is until you get a light in it. Well, I got a total of 8 lights on this side of the shop. Everything's lit up pretty good now. So this thing right here, this is the milking machine that we got. And this is what a lot of people on YouTube say is the best one to get. It's a Melasti milking machine. This has got a 6-gallon stainless steel jug on there. It has the 4, I don't know what to call it. It's got the cluster here for all 4 teats on the cow, and then it's got its own vacuum pump that runs it. So you just have to have an outlet nearby wherever you're gonna milk the cow. And Ellie, she hadn't had her calf yet. I do think that she'll have it probably within this month, or within the month of October, I should say. And we do plan on milking her and trying to make a bunch of cheese, basically, maybe butter, ice cream, a bunch of stuff like that, and save it up. And then we'll do that for probably through about December. And then we'll put her back with the bull to be able to be bred again. Well, I went inside and I got some marshmallows. I've got some big ones and I've got some small ones. And we'll head back out to the pig pen and we'll feed them. I don't know if we've ever fed them marshmallows yet. We'll feed them some marshmallows. They'll get addicted pretty quickly. And then we'll see if we can get them to go in the trailer. Hey, you want one of these? Smell that. Smell it. Eat it. Mmm. What do you think of that? Pretty good. Somebody else is gonna get jealous. There we go. Now we just got you. There you go. Are you wanting more? You are. All right, here you go. I dropped it. You see him? Throw him inside. I know, that door rattles a little bit. Who's next and wants a treat? There you go. Okay, get addicted. All right, you guys liked them, huh? Now, if you want any more, you gotta go in the trailer, okay? You can see we've got quite a few thrown in there. Well, they definitely know what marshmallows are now. They know they're in the trailer. The question is, will they get up enough courage to go inside? The problem is when they go to step in here, they hit this door and then it makes a noise and it kind of freaks them out. They're not used to it. So it takes some time to get comfortable going inside of here. So we'll just let them be for tonight and we'll check. I'll probably check tomorrow morning and I'll see whether they actually went inside and ate any of the marshmallows or ate any of the feed out of the trough. And if so, I'll just kind of throw some more marshmallows in there, I guess. We'll just keep reloading the trailer, get them used to going in and out of it. But they're going to the butcher in 9 days, so, which is not very long. I would typically, I'm way behind on everything, it seems like, but I would typically put that trailer there at least probably 3 weeks beforehand to get them used to going in and out. Well, to finish out my day, I gotta get these pipes painted. I've been putting it off for way too long. I got some rusty metal primer here. That's what I normally put on first. And then I coat it with gloss black afterwards. But I do need a few of these to be able to finish a few braces out there in in the new pasture out there. Well, yeah, on the new fence we're putting out in the pasture. But I think that's gonna wrap up this video. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.